Hello everyone and welcome to a video on Michael Jamieson comedy. My friend Jess tagged me in a video, well indirectly she actually said anyone watching it, but that is actually a direct tag. It was the TMI Tag, which I believe stands for Too Much Information and is actually the name of one of my favourite children's television programmes, TMI, which aired about 8 years ago on BBC Two on Saturday mornings with Caroline Flack and Sam and Mark. It was really good. So let's just get into it. I'm wearing a Kirby t-shirt, a Kirby Galactus mashup, Turtles slacks, some very colourful socks, and these boxer shorts, and these glasses which you may be able to see are a Cyrus brand, which is Pentax. I'm currently in love with this person. Her name is Claire, and I'm going to marry her. Don't laugh! I've never had a terrible breakup.
Yet.
I'm 5'8.5", I think. 5'10", 5'10", 5'8", 5'8.5", 5'10.5", 5 foot. I'm between 5'8" and 5'11". I don't know how much I weigh, but I'm quite fat. I don't have any tattoos. The idea of tattoos does not appeal to me because I have a very low pain threshold and I don't want to ruin my body forever. No, that is a joke. If they didn't hurt so much I would potentially get a tattoo, but as I do say, I do have a very low pain threshold. That bit actually wasn't a joke. OTP, I've actually forgotten what this means. I watched Jess's video and she said, oh, one true pairing, that's it. One true pairing. I don't know if this is specifically meant to be a couple from a TV show or a couple in fiction. If it is, then Invincible and Adam Eve, spoilers for anyone who's not that far, in the best comic book in the whole wide world, Invincible. Also known as Mark Grayson and Samantha Eve, I can't remember her surname, Wilkins? If it's just anything, then honestly probably Salt and Potatoes. My favourite show is probably The Office. If not The Office, then Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. If not Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, then I'm just going to talk about some other shows that I really love. I love The Flash, quite enjoy The Walking Dead. Actually no, I'm going to scratch that out. I do love The Walking Dead, but it's not my favourite. The Flash is definitely up there. Prison Break was up there. 24 was up there. Yeah. Favourite bands is easy because I've got two favourites that are higher than any others, and that is Linkin Park and Fall Out Boy. I listen to their music very, very often in the car. Something You Miss, Moochoo's. Favourite song? I'm sorry, that's too wide. Nah, it is. That's too difficult. I'm going to say 7 seconds. 7 seconds away. I think it's called that anyway. I'm going to say, Don't You Forget About Me. That one. Numb Encore. Both of them are very good. Thanks for the Memories. Fall Out Boy. All the Fall Out Boys and all the Linkin Parks, all the Skrillexes, all the Eminems, all the ones. I like all the songs. All the songs are the best songs. I'm 28 years old. I am an Aquarius, however, star signs are complete and utter bollocks and bullshit. Not a gigantic cunt. Pretty. Kind, generous.
Are you describing everything that I'm not?
Yeah.
Cheers.
I've got a couple of favourite quotes. One of them is from Ghostbusters 2, and in Ghostbusters 2 it is actually a quote. It's a quote in a film, so I don't know if this is actually an actual quote from something else. But it's death is but a door, time is but a window, I'll be back. And that's always struck with me. Yeah. Although actually no, I'm going to go into a recent one as well. I quite like Mo Bee's Mo Honey. That's quite funny. Favourite actor? That's pretty difficult. Jesse Eisenberg, Ben Affleck, Seth Rogen.
Michael Fassbender, you love him?
Yeah, Michael Fassbender actually is bloody tremendous in all the things. Favourite colour is green, more specifically chartreuse, which is this colour. Incorrect, I refuse to answer. Both would be fantastic in different situations. So, Don't ask stupid questions. That's my answer to that one. Work. Just to clarify, I don't go to work when I'm sad. I'm sad when I'm at work. I don't go any specific place when I'm sad. That's nothing. That doesn't, no, don't do that. This is a weirdly specific question. It takes me about 8 minutes and 12 seconds to shower. Yeah, ask me a weirdly specific question, get a weirdly specific answer. But no, that probably is quite accurate. Well, it depends. Like, if I'm getting ready for work, I'm making my lunch. Okay, so I'll give you two answers. If I'm actually getting ready, and I consider that getting out from the point at which you get out of bed to the point at which you are ready to leave the house, if I'm just doing that, that entails getting out of bed, having a shower, brushing my teeth, packing my bag, and putting clothes on. So I'm going to say that process takes 13 and a half minutes, 14 minutes. If I'm getting ready for work, it takes me about 33 minutes. This is a great question, actually. Have you ever been in a physical fight? Literally the nearest I've been to being in a physical fight. There's two things that stick out. The first was basically there was a riot at my primary school. Everyone just went fucking mental one afternoon, and it was the weirdest thing ever. And there was this guy called Ollie, and I seem to remember that I didn't like him, and so he was kind of on the floor for some reason, and so I went up behind him and pulled his ears and then ran off. That's probably the nearest. The next nearest was a gentleman named Mark Cooley, who is a nice guy, and I fucked up. I done fucked up. Basically, I'd recently been moved into the top set of maths, and everyone was goading me on, and I didn't know why at the time, but they were goading me on to say leper, and just say the word leper, and so I did. And it turns out that he had like some kind of skin condition, I think, and so people said that he like suffered from leprosy, which obviously isn't funny. They basically tricked me into bullying someone, so that's kind of annoying. But anyway, after school, I was walking through the field, and he ran up behind me and like grabbed my head, and I was like, shit mate, I didn't know, and then I explained and it was fine, and he's like totally cool now, so that's fine. Although I suppose that, like, again, this wasn't a fight, but I did get compasses thrown at my back in art. Cheers, Darren. Lesbians. Sisters, probably. I'm just watching.
That is disgusting.
That's a reference to The Office, Claire. It's a joke. No, I'm always horny. Nothing turns me off. You could shit in my mouth and I'd still want to have sex with you. The reason I joined YouTube was wanting to make videos and put them online. Yeah, I've always really liked making videos. That's why I've got a lot of channels, and I crave attention and fame and attention. And yeah, I love making videos. I love the entire process of making videos. I like making thumbnails. It is a use of my Photoshop skills, which I enjoy because I'm creative. I love myself, so I get to look at myself when I edit, and right now I could look at myself if I go like that. And yeah, I love the sound of my own voice. I think I'm funny, I think I'm entertaining, and not many people online do, because I've been online for 9 years, and on my old channel I had 500 subscribers, and on this one I've got 600, so 1,100 people in 10 years like me enough to want to see more of me. I am fearless.
Fears, knives, spiders, millipedes.
I think that people should be more careful than they are with sharp objects. So yeah, knives is not a fear, just be careful. In coming up to 4 years of cooking for myself every day, I've literally never cut myself, so just be safe basically. The nearest I've come is when I hurt my fingernail on a carrot. I don't like spiders either. The last thing that made me cry was a DS game called Elite Beat Agents. It has a very sad level involving the song You're my inspiration, about a dad who dies and can't come home for Christmas, and the mother and the daughter are kind of reminiscing about it, and it's horrendously sad. I'll put a link to that level in the description below. But yeah, that was about 3 days ago, and I had a tear in my eye. I love you. The last time I said that I loved someone was about 5 seconds ago. The meaning behind my YouTube name, Michael Jamieson Comedy, I wanted something like metaphorical, something that was someone could look at and be like, oh, what? Whose channel is this? It's not clear whose channel it is. What is it about? No, Michael Jamieson comedy. It's quite an obvious title. My previous one was called Resource Man, and there's actually a bigger story behind that. I got banned from a HeroClix forum because I was a little shit, arguably, and so I rejoined under the guise of Resource Man, claiming that I was going to be a resource individual. Making guides and tutorials and all that kind of thing. So I just probably did a weird grimace with my mouth because I was trying to let out a burp that I tried to hide. But I didn't just want to be called Resource Man with an S, I just wanted to make it a bit more zany, so I put a capital Z instead. And yeah, pretty definitive and unique and iconic. And in fact, a lot of my internet friends call me Rez, which is cool. I quite like that nickname. The last book I read in full was does it have to be in full? Okay, last book I read that I didn't finish was probably The Hunger Games. I didn't finish it, still haven't. The last book that I read in full and actually finished was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And the fucking idiot, not a fucking book. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows was a fucking single book. I don't know if it counts long form storytelling, but Invincible. I'm always reading Invincible. The new issue comes out tomorrow, so that's probably the closest thing. Master of None. Brilliant show on Netflix. I highly recommend it. If you like Aziz Ansari, he's really good in it. The dialogue is slightly weirdly written. It's written. It's almost like you can tell it's written. It's not very natural, but it's also quite charming. It's quite. Normally, I'd criticise something for having dialogue that doesn't sound natural, but in this, it just really works, and it's oddly endearing. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. I definitely recommend it. Very, very funny, and it's got some really nice morals in it. Examination of morals, there you go. Good reasons. The last person I talked to was Claire. She's right there. Before her, it was my grandma. It was a group text between myself, Claire, Jason and Kirsty, and it was me sharing my British fans breakdown One Direction Easter egg review. So it's self-promotion to a group of friends. My favourite food is burgers and pizza and Chinese and Indian. No, it probably is burgers. The place that I would most like to visit is Las Vegas, and I intend to do that on our honeymoon, which is going to be super, super cool because I'm going to get to gamble, going to get to eat loads of American food, I'm going to get to go on roller coasters. Oh, sorry, I should say we, shouldn't I? We're going to get to gamble, we're going to get to go on loads of roller coasters, we're going to get to eat loads of nice food. The last place I was in Chesham. Do I have a crush? Yes. How bloody appropriate is that? Last time I kissed someone was about 39 minutes ago, maybe slightly more. I don't really get genuinely insulted. You couldn't really say anything to insult me. If someone that I massively respected the opinion of, and it have to be massively respected the opinion of, said that I had done something, say that I wrote an incredibly hilarious joke. No, actually I wouldn't even be insulted by that. And they said it was shit. No. I'm trying to think of something that someone could say to me that I would get insulted with, but I can't. Okay, no. This is the last time I was insulted. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I don't get insulted. I can become upset, but no one truly. How can anyone beneath you insult you, and everyone on the world is beneath me? So, impossible. Favourite flavour of sweet is a great question. Probably vanilla. I used to play the recorder in primary school, Cupidum, but I don't think I've really played an instrument since then. I have a harmonica somewhere. My favourite piece of jewellery is probably a silver ring that my fiancée made me in college. It is broken. It's been broken for many, many years. but it is one of 2 pieces of jewellery that I've ever worn, and I did actually really love it, so still got it, haven't we, somewhere. Last sport I played!
Football?
Yeah, football, about 2 years ago or so. Linkin Park from the Reanimation album, and it was, I'm not sure which song it was, but I was singing it about 2 hours ago. Favourite chat up line? When you've got good looks like this, you don't really need to chat women up. When you've got a fiance, you don't need to chat women up either, but you do naturally find that women will be naturally attracted to you and aroused by your presence. So I don't really chat women up, or men for that matter. If I were to, I'd probably just go for the good old fashioned crotch grab. Always works. Always works. Do I look like the kind of person who doesn't use the crotch grab? The last time I hung out with anyone was Sunday. I hung out with Stuart, Matt and Charlie in London. We went to a retro games market, and then we went to a few shops, and then we had dinner at Bodine's, and then we went to an arcade, and it was super mega fun. Fucking hell, this was 50 questions. And the last question is probably the most boring. Who should answer these next? Daniel Crawford from Gondola 6. What a fucking brilliant idea. That's just popped into my head. Actually, fuck it. No, do you know what? Fuck it. Okay, Johnny. Every Gondola 6 personality. Boom. Either do whatever you choose or do all of them. Jordan, you should do it. You don't do enough videos. Chandler, you could fucking do it if you haven't done it before. Jake Warlow, you can do it as well. Peter Albanese. Butterbell123, you can do it. Charlie Fleming, you can do it. I'm literally telling all the people to do it.
Just going through your subscription.
Yeah.
In your head.
All UK YouTubers. If I haven't named you and you're a UK YouTuber, you can do it as well. But those people that I've specifically mentioned, you better fucking do it, or else you can fuck off, to be honest. Okay, and because the last question was boring, I'm going to add my own question. This is question 51. Name 5 things you're excited about. Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens, Captain America: Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Is it a Thief's End? And quite excited for Thought Park's new ride. I'm excited for Christmas, obviously, because I love Christmas. Christmas every year is like amazing. Ooh, obvious one. I'm such an idiot, so obvious. There's a brand new Lego theme coming out next year called Nexo Nights. Actually, I'm just going to say all new Lego because I'm really looking forward to Ninjago as well.
Don't scare me, sure.
And of course, I'm looking forward to marrying the love of my life. That's number 5.
Yeah,
that is number 5. Yeah, it's the last one. Thank you very much for watching the TMI Tag. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know if you'd like to see more. Give me some different questions. I'm always happy to answer them. Subscribe for more videos if you're not already subscribing, i.e. if you're a cunt.
You're so abusive to your viewers.
Yeah, fuck 'em. Fuck 'em.
Are you still recording?
Yeah. I can't find the bloody remote. I'm not going to turn it off. Yeah, I'm not going to turn it off with my fingers like the pauper.